When your stock hits the upper limit, gets locked there, in thought, should you sell or hold the next day? Don't just guess. Looking at a single number is all you need. The seasoned pros who consistently make a killing on stocks hitting the upper limit never waste time tinkering with complex indicators. Instead, they spend just 30 seconds solving a simple elementary school math problem to determine whether the smart money intends to drive the price up or bail out the next day. This specific figure provides a far more direct signal than any technical chart pattern. Many retail investors tend to get distracted by a jumble of chaotic indicators while watching the market, completely overlooking the truly critical signal, one that actually appears the very moment the opening price is established at 9:25 a.m. This brings us to the topic of today's video, the opening premium rate. The name might make you think you're in for another complex formula, but in reality, it's a shockingly simple. The opening premium rate equals today's opening price minus yesterday's closing price, divided by yesterday's closing price, and then multiplied by 100%. For example, let's look at the market data for a specific stock. Today's opening price is 38.98, while yesterday's closing price was 39.25. By simply plugging these figures into the formula, we find that the opening premium rate is a negative 0.7%. So, how exactly do you put this calculated figure to practical use? Drawing upon my years of market watching experience, I've put together a simple, clear framework for your reference. As always, please hit the like button and save this video for later. First, if the opening premium rate is negative, it indicates that the smart money is already offloading shares. Don't hesitate. Sell immediately at the open, or you run a high risk of getting trapped in a losing position. Second, if the opening premium rate falls between 1% and 3%, this signals a relatively weak trend. If the stock fails to surge upward on high volume within the first 30 minutes of trading, cut your losses and exit immediately. Don't cling to any false hopes. Third, if the opening premium rate is between 3% and 5%, the trend remains healthy. However, if the price spikes intraday to exceed 6%, I recommend trimming half of your position to lock in your profits. Fourth, if the opening premium rate exceeds 5%, it signifies that the smart money has an extremely strong desire to accumulate shares. As long as the price doesn't rapidly drop below the 3% mark shortly after the open, there is a high probability that the stock will continue to surge, or even hit the upper limit for a second consecutive day. Alright, that wraps up today's video. I'll see you all in the next one.